So there are a couple of scary teams in the East now, huh? Raptors, Heat, the Bulls. You guys got a big old scary team in the form of the Thunder. And literally, it's just you and the Thunder. If either one of you fail to make it to the final, if both of you fail to make it to the final, you should have to move. The Raptors, 66 wins. Whew. Bulls are up there, too. The Magic are pretty good at this stage, too. So, no chance in hell I'm making it to the NBA final. At least glad I still have a fucking playoff team, although it's getting old to only have a playoff team. For you guys this season, Clay, Love, Paul, I mean, getting it done as they do, but indeed, Mason Plumlee out for the season with that torn left Achilles. And then for me, I don't have a point guard. Facundo Campazzo and Jeremy Lin are both hurt. Well, if I wasn't fucked before, I'm definitely fucked now. If I wasn't fucked before. Whew. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, for Chat's team here, again, it is pretty straightforward. Can run an 8-man bench. To be honest, you could run a 7 and cut Higgins out of the equation. It right now has the setup of Paul, Thompson, Smith, Granger, and Love, with Lawson and Higgins off the bench, factoring Wood out of the equation, and that is basically the best version of your team that you can hope for. Yeah, we were willing to listen on Lawson. No, you weren't. You wouldn't trade the real MVP. I mean, AJ, yeah, that's been a thing for a long time. You could drop it to a 6-man. Might not want to do it this early, but yeah, Johnny Higgins is there. Decent lineup, but Granger in a secondary position. You never know how it'll work out. For myself, Sebastian Telfair, Celtics legend, shaping up as my guy. I wish it would play Marcus Smart. I'm going to go with the 8-man bench. Factor in the 79s. Pau Gasol down to an 85. You'd love to see it. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the 8-man bench. Well, Kawhi, you got to pull off a fucking miracle here, buddy. Let me tell you. As our prediction will be the same damn thing as it was last year, because why not? Let's take a look at the Golden State Warriors and the Washington Wizards. As Chat's opponents in the Warriors, Steph Curry with Jarrett Jack behind him. Shooting guard, OJ Mayo. Forwards, Cecil Dantley, because of the injury to Bojan Bogdanovic. I always want to say Bogdan Bogdanovic. At power forward, Thaddeus Young. Their center, Andrea Bargnani, with an injured Steven Adams. So, Steph Curry and his band of merry men going to try to take down Chat, while the Wizards have a slightly injured John Wall. Nick Young, who I did not try to sign. Tony Campbell at forward. Power forward, Chris Bosh. And center, Terry Alvarado. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose this one. Probably going to lose this one. Game 1. Cavaliers will kick us off. The Cavs and the Wizards. Both teams made it to at least the second round last year. The Wizards went on to win the damn title, thanks to John Wall as MVP, and Dirk Nowitzki went to the Pacers this year. As the Pacers take, or not the Pacers, the Wizards take game 1, 107-96. Kawhi tried. Sebastian Telfair had a pretty goddamn good game too. But John Wall leads the way. Nick Young as well. Game 1 to the Wizards. We got a Chats game 1. The Timberwolves. Will this finally be the year? It's the 4th straight season you guys have been frickin' title contenders. And holy hell, game 1 actually went your way. Maybe it's the year. 120-88, pure dominance from Kevin, by God, Love. Klay Thompson was up there as well. Curry tried his best. Yeah, you guys are going to fucking steamroll. It's literally just Steph and nobody else. Game 2. Game 2. Cavs and Wizards. Trying to steal a game on the road. Looking rather unlikely. And indeed, the Wizards will have a 2-0 series lead. 113-97. Pau Gasol is roughed up again as J.J. Hickson led my team in scoring. Kawhi fouled out after 30 minutes. And that is a GG. I can't wait to lose to Chris Bosh for the second postseason in a row. Game 2. Whoops. Wrong game 2. It's used to you guys being up there. Minnesota trying to take the 2-0 series lead. And at least to start the game, they're absolutely fucking cruising. This is the year, chat. This is the year. 126-87. Pure dominance. Shout out to Danny fucking Granger. Pure dominance. Curry has a bad game, and that's GG's. Speaking of pure dominance, the Wizards up 2-0 in the series. I got a whole bunch of injuries that I'm dealing with at the worst possible time. As we take a very low-scoring Game 3, 85-72, thanks to 25 points from one Kawhi Leonard. Chris Bosh, just 14 points leading the way. Quiet game for him and John Wall. Cavs at least aren't getting swept. Thank God for that. God, the injuries, though. At least Facundo is healthy. Fuck's sake, where would I be without Facundo? And for you guys, yeah, your bench is pretty much good to go. We go to game number 3. Timberwolves looking to stay undefeated. Can they do it? On the yep, this one's over. Well, it's pretty much just a question of can you get past the Thunder? Pure dominance again. 29 rebounds from Kevin Love. By God. By God. The Warriors have no response. It might as well be 1 versus 8, that 2 versus 7 battle. Cleveland looks to tie this series up. Trying to take advantage of home court, but it's not going to happen. The Wizards are just too damn strong as defending champions. Kawhi's doing what he can, but the secondary scoring just was not there. And unfortunately, the decision to play Pau Gasol for me is one that has backfired drastically. Might as well have just kept Andre Drummond. The Miami Heat have swept the Orlando Magic. They are the first semifinalists as Minnesota looks to end this series against Golden State in a sweep. It's done. They had nothing for you. 136-97. The Minnesota Timberwolves moving on to the second round for the 4th season in a row, if I'm not mistaken. 5th season in a row? I think it's the 5th. They will play either the Memphis Grizzlies or the Houston Rockets as Dallas has swept the Clippers. Can I keep my season alive? Well, the Wizards move on and continue their title defense. Cavaliers stay alive. 112-84. Big night for Kawhi Leonard and depth scoring across the board. CJ McCollum fouled out. But it didn't matter. We're honestly doing better now that Clint Capella is playing more game time, or getting more game time, playing in more games. Well, let's keep going. The Lakers might pull it off. The Bulls will play the Heat. Well, the big 3 teams are in, so shit, even if I advance, I'm fucked. Here we go. Can we force Game 7? Can the Cavaliers force Game 7 back in Washington? The answer is yes. The Cleveland Cavaliers stay alive for at least a little bit longer, making the Wizards sweat a little bit. The question is, will the Lakers end the Thunder? No. We do know that you'll be playing the Houston Rockets in round 2. The Thunder and the Lakers are going 7. So again, chat will be playing the Rockets in round 2. As I am still without my top 2 point guards, Sebastian Telfair. At least the other point guard got hurt again. Sebastian Telfair is in. Yikes, what a situation. Oh, here we go. Gonna find out my fate first. Can the Cavaliers punch their ticket back to the second round for as many years in a row? It's not looking like it. There's a late surge, but it falls short. The Wizards eliminate the Cavs in 7 as my team falls to the defending champions in the first round. It's pretty much what was expected. The Eastern Conference has become a minefield. Pau Gasol not being at 100% did not help. I did not have the talent around Kawhi to really kind of pull things off, and losing both of my point guards was incredibly rude. But yeah, Gasol was decent, but Capella ended up playing a lot once it was clear that Pau wasn't at 100%. So rough spot to be in. Season comes to an end for me. For you guys, Kevin Love is on a different planet. Absolutely unreal. What a player. What a player. So the big question now, OKC or Los Angeles? An injured Kevin Durant trying to keep the Thunder in it while the Lakers try to pull off a monumental upset that they will fall short on. He may be injured, but Kevin Durant is still mighty. And the Thunder move on to play the Mavericks. Chat is still alive. Let's take a look at your opponents in round 2, the Houston Rockets. With a less than 100% Kyle Lowry, Kevin Martin and Evan Turner. At guard, forward, Christopher Rowe. Power forward, Trevor Booker. Kwame Brown. And center, DeAndre Jordan. You guys fucking got this in the bag. Jesus Christ. Fucking Wolves in 3. How the hell did they beat the Grizzlies? Oh, injuries. Marc Gasol, Jimmy Butler. That explains it. There's no fucking way you guys are losing the series. It would be the biggest fucking upset of all time. Game number 1 for the Timberwolves against the Rockets. This would be right on par with Golden State. 8-1 with the Mavericks. And yeah, 117-98. You guys figured out how to win game 1s here. You went full Colorado Avalanche and just said, fuck it. Do you ever just think, oh, fuck it, let's just win? Apparently you did. Apparently you did. Game 1 to Minnesota. We got a game 2. Rockets hanging in there with you a little bit more on this one. And Houston does win a game. I didn't think they would. 103-92. Oof. You weren't even in foul trouble. Kevin Love. 3 of 16. 0 of 6 from 3. Kevin Love had an off game, to say the least. He only lost by 11. Well, that was probably the worst game of Kevin Love's career. Game number 3 as the series shifts to Houston. And I can't imagine Kevin Love having that bad of a game again. The Rockets, though, 108-96. Love did have a better game, but it wasn't good enough. The curse of Kwame Brown might be alive and well. What the fuck? How does your team always fucking do this? Game 4. You are not going to be trailing 3-1 to a Houston Rockets team that only has DeAndre Jordan. It's not going to happen. There you go. 112-91. Jesus Christ. Another double-double for Love. There's just no way. Tied series. And right now, every series except Miami being up 3-1 on Chicago is tied. A big game 5, to say the least. Timberwolves trying to defend home court. You guys are going back to the Western Conference Final, man. It's just telling you. You guys don't trust enough. I get it. You've been hurt in this series, but you don't trust enough. This team's going to break through. Dallas trying to put OKC to bed. Can they do it as you try to finish off the Rockets in game number 6? May 4th, 2016. The day that the Minnesota Timberwolves punched their ticket to a 4th straight Western Conference Final. Telling you guys just don't believe enough. Minnesota moving on one more time. Thanks to Klay Thompson, Kevin Love, Chris Paul. The big question now, what happens here? The Bulls have tied it up with the Heat. Will the Mavericks eliminate the Thunder? Will the Mavericks perhaps open the door for your trip to the final? The Thunder survive by a point. They're going to game 7. The Eastern Conference Finals are set. The Heat blew it again. A 3-1 lead. It'll be Bulls and Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals. A new NBA champion is guaranteed with the Wizards being eliminated. Will the chat play the Mavericks or will they play the Thunder? We are very well familiar with the Thunder at this point, and it might be their last hurrah. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant. Power forward, they are extremely weak, though. And at center, they still have Serge Ibaka. They have no fucking depth whatsoever. The Mavericks, on the other hand, 74 point guard Russ McDowell, Kobe Bryant at age 37, DeMare Carroll, Julian Wright, and Embiid. If the fucking Mavericks win this, you're gonna fucking stomp them through the earth's crust. Game 7. Are the Mavericks gonna hand you an NBA title? I gotta watch it. It's so fucking close. This would be the greatest accomplishment of Kobe Bryant's career, is to end the Thunder dynasty. How the fuck are the Mavericks in this? Down to Kobe. Double teamed. Kobe misses. Rebound for James Harden. Be the final game of Kobe's career. Westbrook off the pick. And an off-ball foul by Ibaka there. The illegal block. The rough foul for the Thunder. 59.7 to go. Kobe Bryant. In a Mavericks uniform. Oh, what a block. Here goes Harden. Kobe holds him up. Sammy, what's going on, my man? Don't look. Kobe's in a Mavericks uniform. Russell Westbrook gives the Mavericks a 3-point lead, or excuse me, the Thunder a 3-point lead. Holy hell. Sammy, what's going on, buddy? How are you? How'd the stream go? Welcome to 2016. Feels like yesterday. 7 years ago. God, it's horrifying. 34 seconds to go. Chats, Timberwolves await the winner of this game in the Western Conference Finals. Kobe and Dallas, I'm deeply. Sammy, thank you for the 51 months, man. 4 scores 7 years ago. Oh, God. You gotta have the good piece of pizza. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Sammy, were you continuing with weird, bizarre story time games? I'd imagine that was the case. Twitch never knows what the hell people are playing anymore, I swear to God. I mean, he was almost in the cat. That's true. I almost signed him. Turnover. Russell Westbrook picks off the inbound pass. Misses the layup. Gets an offensive rebound and goes to the line. That's not me.
Full 24-second shot clock.
No, we won't go to the line. Not quite there yet. It's going to be one more foul. Nearly turned over on the inbound. And Harden's fouled. I mean, you can't trust Embiid to get you to an NBA final. Any Celtics fan can tell you that. James Harden to the line for 2. Misses the first. As the Thunder try to get back to yet another Western Conference final. Harden hits the second. Or the second round. That's fair. Trust the process, though. There's no time limit on the process. Just like there's not a time limit on dropping confetti in a game that you end up losing. Still the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen in the history of sports. More than Brad Marchand crying or Tom Brady losing to Peyton Manning's little brother twice. Dropping confetti in a game that you actually didn't win. Big bank shot by Kobe. Oh yeah, have you never seen the clip of the Sixers dropping confetti early and then losing? It's the funniest thing of all time. It's the funniest fucking thing of all time.
Another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hand.
Just search 76ers confetti. It's from Bleacher Report. Sixers accidentally drop confetti and then lose game 3. It's the funniest fucking thing of all time. And then they fucking lost. The best. And yes, it happened against the Celtics, but that's also not why it's funny. It's just funny in general. Westbrook gets that second free throw. Mavs down by 4, 17 seconds to go. Get the ball to Kobe Bryant. Kobe for 3. There was a foul. Oh my God. It was almost a 4-point play for Kobe. If anybody would have pulled it off, too, it would have been him. Kobe does go to the line for 3, though. Dallas Mavericks legend Kobe Bryant. 37 years old.
He makes the first of 3.
It's the first.
Narrows the lead down to just 3.
You know, Kobe is the total package. Not just an elite scorer, but
2 more to go.
versatile defender, too.
Got the second. Oh, yeah, Sammy, it's an all-time clip. I love it. Kobe hits them all. 11 seconds to go. A 1-point lead in this alternate reality 2016. Kevin Durant going to the line. Loud City might be the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Durant hits the first.
You get the feeling that KD loves the pressure because he knows
hits them both. The Mavs need a 3. Get the ball to Kobe. They go to Embiid for 3. Missed it. He's so trash. MVP my ass. Fucking you have Kobe Bryant on the floor. And Embiid puts up the 3. Russell Westbrook to send the Thunder to the final. The Western Conference final, that is. to take on Chat's Timberwolves. If he hits this, that's GG's. And there it is.
Second one is good.
What's that? Kobe Bryant just slapped Embiid in the back of the head. Holy shit. 133 to 128. Chat will have yet another showdown with the Thunder in the Western Conference Final.
They're moving on to the conference finals.
Can Chat get revenge for previous shortcomings and win their first era? 1 versus 2 on each side of the bracket. Worth noting in that second round again, Thompson, Kevin Love really getting the job done. Here we go. We already know what the Thunder look like. We already know. It is game number 1 as the Bulls take game 1 over the Raptors. Of course, the Raptors are really on the come up. The Bulls, 2-time champions in this timeline. The Oklahoma City Thunder take game 1, 115 to 104. The first time Chat's lost a game 1 in the series in this postseason. Danny Granger did his best. Chris Paul fouled out 35 minutes in. 34. Jesus Christ. I mean, literally, it's just the big 3 every time. Ibaka's doing what he can, but it's just the big 3 every time. Game number 2. OKC trying to defend home court. Timberwolves trying to make the most of this chance, and they are. It's a game 2 victory for Minnesota, 125 to 105. Thompson and Love really leading the way there. Much better performance across the board, and a weak performance from James Harden. Only played the 36 minutes. Timberwolves do get a win. Chicago up 2-0 in their series with Toronto. Game 3. Game 3. Game 3. Can the Timberwolves defend home court? And looks like they will. Pure domination by Minnesota. 129 to 85. And a 2-1 series lead for the Timberwolves. Have already won more games than they did in their last matchup. That is a gigantic victory there as James Harden is no-showing the series. The Chicago Bulls won away, and how poetic would it be getting past the Thunder and then having to get past the Bulls, the 2 teams that have stopped you from winning a title. Game 4. Is this finally it for Chat? Are they finally going to actually win an era this year? In the 2010s, the Oklahoma City Thunder have tied the series at 2, 104 to 87. Kevin Love and Klay Thompson both fouling out in the course of the game. Turbinero, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. On the other side, 35 points for Russell Westbrook. Harden fouled out as well. He's had an awful series, but 2-2, and the Raptors avoid the sweep. The Chicago Bulls are back in the NBA Final. It's not Toronto's time yet. It's a best of 3 from here in the West. Who is going to join them? Will it be a rematch of the finals a few seasons ago, Minnesota, Chicago? Or will it be the Thunder? By 1 shot, the Thunder take a 3-2 series lead. 36 points from Love. But the big 3 all showed up for OKC. The Timberwolves have to win 2 in a row, something they've already done in this series. This could be it. Game 6 at home to keep their season. The Oklahoma City Thunder have once again eliminated the Minnesota Timberwolves. 40 points from Russell Westbrook. The Thunder will take on the Bulls in the final. And again, Thompson's just pure offense. I mean, he's getting out-rebounded by Chris Paul. Paul did not average a double-double this time out. Man, when Ty Lawson's out-rebounding Klay Thompson. Josh Smith, from an offensive standpoint, wasn't really there either. Danny Granger was doing all right, but 4 straight trips to the Western Conference Finals for Chat's team. Only once have they made it to the finals, where they lost to the Bulls. The winner of the 2016 championship via sweep, the Oklahoma City Thunder take out the Bulls and win their 3rd championship of the Big Three era, and what might be their last, depending on what happens this offseason. That's a rough scene. That is a rough scene for as strong as the East looked. The Thunder absolutely ran through them. With that, it's another big offseason. Somehow, some way, we're still going to another offseason.